it's been an up and down season. It was down at the beginning, and I know we were carrying a lot of injuries early on in the season. It was a bit of a struggle introducing some new guys into the club, and I think a big round of applause to Peter and his team for all that they've done in that. Corralled into that corner and I'm looking a wee bit uncomfortable, so we'll get this over with as quickly as we can. I want to announce Henry McClellan to come up to make the presentation of the first award this evening. It's the away player of the year from the supporters club. So one of the joint winners in this is Mr. Wullie Gibson. Can I also ask the other joint winner to come up? Aidan Smith. Supporters Club have been very active through the entire season, and they want to show their appreciation and have chosen a young supporter of the year. So can I ask Stephen Swinglehurst and Matty Douglas to come across and present an award to the young supporter of the year, as chosen by the Supporters Club, is Johnstone. Can I ask you to come up and present the next award for me, please? This award is the Young Supporter Player of the Year from the Supporters Club, and that goes to Willie Gibson. To come up and just say a few words in respect to the season, a summary of the season 23-24 to date.
First of all, I want to say thanks very much to everybody for coming along. Everybody at this club tries to do their best to give whatever they can to the players, so like the staff behind the bar that are there for us every week. I want to say thanks very much. The board do everything, well, giving me everything since I've come in, allowed me to do my job as best as I can. So I want to say thanks to them as well. And then also the fans. I think this season and at the end of last season, the fans seem to have grown a bit more vocal. We've got a lot of the young kids now coming in. So it's great the club's developing and going in the right direction. So hopefully that continues. Just a little bit of a recap on the season. I know Russell touched on it, but from where we were at the start of the season to where we are now, we're so far, ahead of that. I think we started the season against Falkirk, up at the Falkirk Stadium with no centre forward. We had a few injuries, and then Josh Gibson, he tried to class as a centre forward, but he never got over the halfway line. But again, we had a couple of, after that game, with a little bit of an off-field issue that I think affected the way we started the season. That we lost a little bit of confidence there, but I think the change in mentality and belief in this squad in the second half of the season has been absolutely outstanding, and the way they played, they deserve every credit. So a round of applause to the players. also developed a supporters club, which is great to see. And with that supporters club, I think I had a conversation with Henry and Stephen over the last few weeks just about raising a little bit of money for myself and for the squad. You know, a little bit of help, because we're not the biggest of the club, we're not the richest of the club, but we do what we can. So for the fans and supporters to be raising a little bit of extra money is outstanding. So I want to say thanks very much for that. And finally, just hopefully enjoy a few drinks, enjoy the night. Players deserve it, the awards. Got a big game next week though. So make sure you enjoy yourselves, but keep in the back of your mind that, you know, we've got a big job to do next week. Okay, thanks very much.
The next presentation is the award for the goal of the season. Can I ask GC to come up and present this? Okay, and the winner is Benji. The award is to be presented by Peter Watson. It's the management team player of the year.
Obviously, there's been a lot of outstanding performances throughout the season. We had a few split votes with the staff, so we compiled all the votes together. And it's for us. It's well, for me personally, I think it's a no-brainer. Benjamin Luissint. Thank you, everyone.
The next award is the Director's Player of the Year, and that goes to Wullie Gibson. We've obviously got a number of what are classed as Milestone awards to present, so can I ask Philip Jones, Philip, to come and present these?
Getting to a number of appearances is quite a big thing nowadays. The first award is to Stephen Swinglehurst. Stephen has 326 starts for the club, and he has scored 26 goals and 342 appearances since joining in 2012. So I'd like to ask Stephen to come up. Aidan Smith, he's passed 250 appearances and has now made 277 appearances to date, as well as the club's record SPFL goalscorer with 75 goals, and he's now third in the all-time appearance list for Arm Athletic. This is the gruesome twosome from Dumfries. Both hit 150 appearances mark this season. It's not surprising. Number one is Scott Hooper and number two is Tommy Muir. A number of players have reached the 100 appearance mark. Matty Douglas, John Docherty, Greg Fleming, Tommy Goss and Luissint. It's quite significant, those appearances, and you have to recognise that in this modern game players bounce around clubs a lot, and it just shows the stability there. There's a number of guys hitting 100, 150, 200 odd mark. That shows they're wedded to the club and we're wedded to them. So that it's off to you all.
We move to the supporters, the young player of the year. Can I ask Callum Stoney to come up and make that presentation? And the winner is Nugent. The presentation of the top goal scorer for 23-24 is to be made by Colin McMenamin.
And obviously we've still got another game to go. Tommy could catch on a hat-trick. So I hope Tommy scores a hat-trick next week, but I hope Aidan scores one to keep him top goal scorer. Top goal scorer, Aidan Smith.
Player of the Year. This is obviously always an award where people question one another. Is he better than him? Well, to make the presentation is Alan Casey.
How are we doing, folks? Player of the Year. I always think it's probably one of the biggest awards because it's voted for by your peers. Few votes, not honourable mentions, go to Tom Muir, Matty Douglas, 80. Kills me saying this because the amount of moaning this player gives me during training absolutely kills me. Player of the season, Willie Gibson.
As Al said, that out of all the awards, that's probably the best one because the guys recognise it. Wouldn't be up here without you guys. We've had a terrific season, but let's finish the job next week. Al just said there about the morning, but me, if you think the reference was bad today, it is one, honestly, every Tuesday, Thursday night, Eddie's my backup man, but me and Eddie can be heard for Dumfries. Honestly. While we're here as well, just the coaching staff and the manager, thanks very much for everything. You've been tremendous with me personally. Boys are laughing, hooping.
We've come to basically the final award. So can I ask young Lily and Leo Monk to come up to present this? This is the Player of the Year. Are you going to announce it for me? Who's this?
Aidan Smith.
I also want to mention a couple of special people here at the club. Our groundsman, Abbell. All the hard work throughout the year ensuring the pitch is in tip-top condition, and when you actually see some of the other artificial surfaces that are played on in Glasgow, you think, goodness, that's awful compared to what we have here. So well done to Art for all that he does. The summer mornings are here, so there's every chance that you'll see him about 5 o'clock in the morning on the pitch. You know, he makes an early start to the day. Lastly, I want to thank Peter as the manager, the management team and the players for all they've given us throughout this season. You know, it's been a roller coaster, but we're still on the track, we're still going through that ride. So let's finish the job and remain in League One. Come on, Aidan! See you all.
Just a quick one before we all go home. On behalf of all the players, we'd like to thank Karen for everything she does for us.
Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks very much.